Hi, Rick Killips here, and I wanted to bring you up to speed on the new operating system for Apple iPhone, iOS 11. If you haven't updated yet, you probably will be soon if you have updated to iOS 11, and you can tell where you're at by going to Settings, going to General, and then going to Software Update. It'll tell you what you have. I have um, 11.11, so I've already had a couple past 11. But the issue here that you should be aware of is that if you swipe up, and you used to be able to do that with the previous one, but now if you swipe up, you get a little different work surface here. You have different things buttons you can push and use. You got a calculator, you've got your phone, you got your flashlight, but you also have these buttons here. You have, for example, you have your Wi-Fi and you have your Bluetooth. Now, it would make sense that if you turned off, well, like for example, I'll turn off the Bluetooth here. By turning off the Bluetooth, you would assume that Bluetooth is turned off, but you would be mistaken. And what actually happens is it'll disconnect from any devices that you have hooked up to Bluetooth, but that Bluetooth is still transmitting, which makes you vulnerable to people that have the ability to sniff out your system transmission and hack into your system. Same thing happens with the wireless, but if I click on that, the mirroring that I'm doing for this demo would crash, so I can't turn that one off. So again, I've turned off the Bluetooth, and if you go and look now, go into settings and, go into settings and you look at Bluetooth, it says not connected. So, but it's still on. It is still on. It's still transmitting. It's just not connected. So if you really want to turn Bluetooth off and your wireless, you need to go actually into the settings to do that. Otherwise, all it's doing is disconnecting from the systems that it was connected to. And one of the issues with that is if you have Bluetooth on and you don't need it, you're wasting your battery. If you are wandering around the city or whatever and you don't want to get into some other wireless system, you might want to make sure you have that system turned off. And so you have to do that through the settings. Now, Bluetooth is actually off. So just something I wanted you to be aware of. And again, it comes from the bottom swipe up. Now I'm going to turn Bluetooth back. You know what? I can't turn it back on. Oh, there we go. Got it back on now. And it's connected to something. It just connected to something. I don't know what it is, but now I've turned it off, but not really. I just disconnected from a device. However, it is still transmitting. Just be aware of that. If that's a concern to you, if you're worried about somebody hacking into your iPhone, and if you're worried about battery use. I want to thank Michael Bazell, who is an expert in OSINT work and in security work. He put a message out about this issue. He discovered it himself when he had updated his phone.